Тоже всем привет. Продолжаем проходить сюжетку в Геншине. Так что да. Сколько еще будем? Скоро еще 2 серии. Блять, я вот это про это забыл. Ну, похуй, потом заберу все равно. Все равно еще 29 дней, чтобы подумать, что взять. Хотя, очевидно, что я возьму, конечно, но все равно потом возьму. Давайте что ли продолжаем, как я сказал. Ну, ночью здесь, конечно, да, красиво выглядит.
Hey there, Yellowpath. Hope business has been going
Well, if it isn't Mualani, back from the pilgrimage.
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win.
So, here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see.
Wow, that is a large order. What's it all for?
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but...
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have...
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I...
All right. Such a handful. Just give...
Wow, that was amazing, Mualani!
All in a day's work.
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when...
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double...
Let me see... Huh? What's this
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget. So, send her my regards, would you?
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Well, that's our shopping done.
Так, и куда
We're
мы?
back.
Так,
How's everything
сюда.
going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice. You got the water unblocked too.
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bot. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff! We set it down near the cave and...
All right then, roll up your sleeves, everyone, and let's get back to...
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. Traveler, mind lending me a hand? So, I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here. So, what do you think? Not bad.
It looks amazing! I had no idea you were such a...
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like renovation. Not to mention, this was totally a group effort. Still, I didn't expect it to take quite...
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss and Atea.
I see. Well, guess this... This could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all the exhaustion... Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too. All right, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep, good night! Paimon's exhausted. Anyway, we need to be well rested for the party tomorrow, so let's head in.
Why now?
Traveler, Paimon, wake up!
Mualani? What's going on? Where did all these...
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back as we speak. Come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
Mualani, a little help over here. We can't hold them back much longer.
One moment. I'll be right there. Really? That's perfect. I've been waiting for the chance to fight by your side. Hang in there. We're here to help.
Кто? Ох, ебать, она. О, нет, только не вы.
Right now, let's round them up. Transfix.
Have they been contaminated by the Abyss?
No, they are the Abyss. Destroy them.
Да блин.
Thank you.
I'm all right. Go help the others.
We're almost done.
Ой, ебать.
We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Thanks for your help. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. We still have no... Let's go ask Amina. She'll have a better handle on the situation.
Так, что у тебя? Пиздец. Ну, оружие-то, темнотурка. Ни хрена себе крытый урон. Блять, они постоянно это вот ставят. Почему же они новые сеты не ставят-то? Ё-моё. Новые сеты бы поставили бы.
Let's ride!
Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out. We were prepared for an attack, but we didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses.
Where'd they come from this time?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but we don't have an abyssal pylon?
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night Kingdom to enter the physical world. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless...
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be more.
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count?
Of course! We can't just sit back and do... On behalf of the people of the Springs, you have my thanks.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
Так врата это, наверное, те, которые обычно Блять. Ну почему телепортироваться нельзя? Ну, я догадываюсь, как врата выглядят, скорее всего, потому что их много раз уже показывали. Если это оно, конечно, было.
Honey, is that the pylon?
That's it, all right. Come on. Let's
Скорее
get
всего, они. А нет, другие.
with this thing.
Я помню, просто еще какие-то есть, типа, врата.
Need a surfboard?
Иди нафиг.
Right here, right now. any more monsters, so looks like we're...
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on your tribe.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but that's how our ancestors... Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Fighting back, come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! They're coming from the... Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky can we get? We probably don't have any reinforcements over there.
Погнали.
Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
Я по воде могу, да? Да, могу.
Ateya, what are you doing here? Where's...
Where do you think? If I'm here, I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work. You should check up on...
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad.
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mualani and Ateya.
Ateya took care of it, but she's injured. Quick, someone get a doctor.
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing is they...
Wait, no. This was meant to be a surprise.
For me, right? I know.
Ateya!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you stopped to say hello today. And you, Mualani, were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times have I told...
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost here, and you're gonna get all better. Then we can have a meal together.
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody
Опа.
What? The crystal has been purified.
The anguish he feels has brought him to... I also came across a teardrop crystal.
Ateya! Ateya! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification?
How can that be?
I never knew that was even possible.
Ateya! Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you all right? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Ateya's body. That didn't injure you in any... You're sure? Good. Good.
Thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
All right, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll celebrate Ateya's recovery and our triumph over the Abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid.
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh?
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the...
We think Auntie Ateya's illness has taken...
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night.
Hello? Traveler? another time because Paimon can.
А, мы типа проснулись уже. Окей.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too high? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebration.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing.
All right, sounds great.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know that. Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Atea, what's going on? Traveler, did something happen?
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless, or it's because my body isn't. Your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, I got to enjoy this celebration with you all. The hot springs. I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I wanted to believe.
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. Both are worth. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But death and I lived with regret for a long time. Regret that my illness meant I could. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight, seeing you out there, it made me realize that I don't need. Even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. Just remember, whether in life or death.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the good.
Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will. She'll know.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she gets it.
All right. That's all I wanted to say. Let's head back to the...
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't.
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full stomach?
Hey, are you?
Life is a journey in which there's no turning back.
Глава 2. Подождите 2 дня. Окей. Оп, оп, оп. Или как бы...
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relax. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just as yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs. So, not much has changed since...
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so...
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection...
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Well, Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like... Think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger.
Relax, I get it. The Abyss, at a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss, but through our long history of 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right? That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of... We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity...
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like...
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully erect. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various... Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought it to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations. It's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? Be my guest. Heroes are... Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can... The sea's not going anywhere.
Пойдем. Угу. Фу, бля, я аж зевнул нахуй. Че же это у нас так? Куда? И пошел. Че, какой-то тур... А, вот я думал, турнир будет снова. Все, скорее всего, будет.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Только ее нету, блядь, там, по-моему.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mool.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to...
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan! We are the inheritors of memory and legend, those who grew alongside Sun and those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss. Think about it. The ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than me.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe. Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile...
Calm down, Mugalani. There's no point arguing with the likes.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly...
It's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, No matter how scared, we don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been to prevent further casualties. I have decided to suspend the pilgrim.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth.
I didn't mean it that way.
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But
no, of course.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry,
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, what do you...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
С нами? Серьезно?
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony.
Did she just ask us?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's...
Да, ты тупой.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will...
And that means Kachina won't be able to come...
That's correct. Not until the problem...
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. Of doing her... She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Arc, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina, believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give, but please, hear what I have to say so I can considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of...
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely... But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy...
If we compare the two choices, the former seem... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to...
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you.
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspect...
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. We need to suspend the pilgrimage. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep... I understand your anger, Mualani. But I hope...
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be...
I've considered that, but the two events have without the chance to fight the Abyss. Pilgrimage rankings lose their with fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with this. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can... I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these you can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign. But I can make it up to her now.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient... If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we...
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss...
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared?
Seat Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be... It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal...
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be here.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can. Besides, you're the ones helping me. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first... I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate, perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some... Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life... If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not at all why you decided to...
You're right. Even now, the production of the gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a mass... As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan. And Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom...
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close, but if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to...
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the...
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the few... Let's go. There's still a way for the Sacred Flame to...
You mean...
Yes. Come...
Пипец, конечно. И чё, куда мы отправляемся?
The Sacred Flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, so until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
Пипец, конечно.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for all we can do is support them.
Even so,
For you to make this sacrifice.
If not me, then who? No other is capable. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
То есть она хочет жертвовать собой.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us? Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word! The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Окей. Безилка-пилка была. И все, что ли? Все-то не исчерпалось-то.
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries?
Yeah. And how much does he—
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being—
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're—
No. We're running out of— The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from—
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable— When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. Kenichi, go to the Masters of the Nightwind and look into who could have aided the captain.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you—
Yes, but— Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flame. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Блин, ну мне кажется, либо нет, но что-то все мыльное было, блять. Или то у меня все мыло. Это у меня, по-моему.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right.
Okay, let's just keep climbing.
Ну, тут же телепортироваться можно, да? Да, можно.
That's Waina, the tribal chief.
Катари.
Let's head over to him.
Катари.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Waina. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find.
rescue her. From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature war. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens,
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Waina. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Waina? This life isn't complete without taking risks.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a danger. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone.
Thank you.
Huh, seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the flower?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflict. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her sometime, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a... In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drift...
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from... He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition.
Vichama? What?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find...
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing...
Thank you.
Good luck.
Рядом.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
Ни хрена себе голос.
You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything is possible in that kind of place.
Are you okay? You don't...
Everything's fine. I'll help you. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as—
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Mel?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only—
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at this?
Камень я дедал.
I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the—
Wow, you got all that just from looking at...
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named C. I'll go find an open area and start setting—
We'll go right away. What—
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does—
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically—
Oh, I see.
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, normally you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes. But I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so—
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over— Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Wayna spoke highly.
I appreciate it, even though that does— Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so—
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Hang on, Kachina.
Камни вниз.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your—
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be...
Deal.
Wait. Really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as—
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by... All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for—
Perfect. Is that the only one, though?
That might be tough.
Thank you so much. Well...
Relax. Everything's going...
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she—
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Well, here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama. How's he doing? Malco's been gone for—
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night. But I don't know. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple— 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant, but on the eve of battle, the Abyss.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss, and his Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front line. It's just... Melko and the others ended up... Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames him. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. I've tried convincing him to move forward. To stop. The Abyss has caused so much suffering. Anyway, that's the gist of it.
Куда нам? Не поймешь, где это, блин? Ну-ка, я же могу, наверное, да?
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments. So, as agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the... Go ahead. After Malko fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to... I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized...
But that happened several years. The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malko and I promised each other. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Emerge.
Ой, бля.
Everlasting as the moon.
Right now. Right here.
Everyone hold his!
Laid bare.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Да блин.
Vichama!
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Блин.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! Why can't I find him?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with—
In that case, we have no choice.
Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like—
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way— You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but—
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska.
Okay, I'll be more—
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, and now... It's too late to say.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him—
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama?
Huh? This is...
Походу воспоминания. Или чё?
Hey, Malco.
Да, воспоминания.
Got any strength left?
Enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear Vichama. I'm so glad. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, but it also brings...
A deeper pain?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, for all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know...
Vichama!
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board when you asked for my help. I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one, but I also understood why you had to try. At once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well— If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with that way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought along. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't— That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the core.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep—
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler— Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the Just speaking from experience, that's—
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and— and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna. I can—
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with— They're back.
Koichi? What?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exact. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow time.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually,
For some reason, Paimon can talk.
well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably...
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end...
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it...
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only put a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is!
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even...
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to...
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation...
All right, whatever.
You... What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially...
But the person you become when you lose control, that's all...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals.
I've also told you that managing your condition...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might...
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say?
Then support me.
So, that's it.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend...
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're... According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact. So it'd be...
If only Tone Deaf Bard was here, he could have repaired it just...
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an... Still, Lale's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay?
Да. Да. Что это, блядь? Палата советника. Закрыто. С какого телепорта заходить можно?
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing—
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one... Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but still, all you need to do is focus on your goal.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san. You're
Archon, I'm sorry about before.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
Ема, прикольно. Блять, колонка. Там что, колонка, что ли?
What is this place?
Пипец. Ух, ебать, там топор, что еще есть?
Hey,
Прикольно.
isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories. Now, I still have some preparations to make. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to...
Alright, we'll have a look.
Там, по-моему, колонка есть. Мне вот интересно, что за колонка? Ну-ка. Колонка же, да? Или что это? Блять, колонка? Ебать, колонка.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman...
Окей. Это чё?
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged...
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant in his eyes. I saw a hunger and...
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch?
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience... In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head some...
Понял. Вообще 6. Ну, поговорить.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is the association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
P6. Слушай.
There are so many jars and potions around here.
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the... Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears... The tools you see here are quite traditional. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar...
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although...
Понятно. Так, ну с ними поговорить нет смысла, хотя, ну да, поговорим, что нам говоришь.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup...
Окей. Ты что скажешь?
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at...
Прикольно.
This
Не
flower
то.
looks like...
Не то. Ваня, блядь.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Ну давай. Мафуй, блядь.
The powder still needs some time to settle. So let's wait a... Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, seems like, does every item hold a special memory? Just like Atea's...
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be...
At once? Fine.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the... Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions. The future is the same way. It exists. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future.
That does kinda...
Humanity excels at living in the present. But too often we forget the past, while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to only by uniting the people of Natlan across to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, namely a framework, through which ordinary by holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among... In addition, the Sacred Flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of...
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and...
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two... Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but see, it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works...
It's all right. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position my father made the most delicious stew. So my sister would often bring me a large pot. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians you were raising ran into the room, and my sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers, I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be...
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. I'll place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Чё, погнали. Заместить.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven, ancient name, take us to your fated bearer.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and the Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your... All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to... I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do...
I'm really scared still. I don't want you to put yourselves in danger.
All you need to do is place your trust in us. Just like no one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief...
I know.
Alright, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case she's... That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just... feel bad for...
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the strong...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that...
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Так, чё?
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Фотка. О, фотка. Фотка у нас. Оба. Окей. Так, все, смотреть. Да, не знаю. А, ебать. Так, и куда нам? Так, давайте я, наверное, отключусь ненадолго. Так что да, я ненадолго отключусь. Так, я тут. Скорее сейчас, если будет разговор, я, скорее всего, буду заканчивать. Потому что я так посмотрел по видео других людей, то в них плюс-минус где-то час остается до конца сюжетки. Так что я сейчас, если буду, если сейчас будут разговоры, то поговорим, закончим. Если не будет, то я, скорее всего, сразу буду заканчивать. И буду сразу записывать следующую серию. Нет, скорее всего, да. Так, ну давайте заканчивать, потому что, как я сказал, я видел у людей там где-то час около оставался до конца сюжетки. А у меня еще Нет, если бы 30 минут еще оставалось, то я бы записал еще. Но у меня еще где-то плюс-минус час будет, так что да. Давайте заканчивать, и я сразу же буду записывать следующую серию. Так что да. Пока-пока.